everyone, what up? Welcome back to Top Tier Arcade. My name is Steve, and we're back in my parents' garage again because in this video, finally, man, it's been 2 years in running. We're going to be actually restoring, we're kind of back to restoring the Street Fighter 1 Deluxe cabinet. Very rare, very unique, and definitely a grail that I can't believe that I own. So why don't we get to it and give you a little history. So ideally, when I bought this cabinet, it came working with the Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Now, stupid me, stupid rookie me, last year I made from kind of, not scratch, but yeah, kind of scratch my Street Fighter 3 Third Strike cabinet with an HS5 cabinet. And instead of me using the original harness and power supply, I kind of wanted to use what I had and kind of just take the cables and just make it properly. Well, with doing that, I kind of thought it would be easy just to take the existing cables that I have here and then transfer those cables that worked for this cabinet to my HS5. Well, the connections were different. One had Molex, one didn't different. I hacked into it. It was a terrible job. If you guys ever want to check out what I'm saying, it's my Street Fighter 3 restore. I think it's like 12 parts or 13 parts, and it's not even very complete yet, but it's working. So far so good. So again, I was new to the hobby. I was new to restoring, and it's my first endeavor taking it on. It was a disaster. It was a shit show, but I've learned so much, so that's not going to happen again. So what I'm going to be doing is taking a Jamma harness that I have now, brand new out of the box, and rewiring the cabinet, and hopefully everything goes well. So I'm going to show you the cabinet and what we're going to do, the game plan, and we'll take it from there. Why don't we do a walkthrough? So really quick, what I've done is I've unlatched the control panel, which arguably, now I could be wrong, but I really don't think so, is the heaviest control panel in all of arcades. It's probably 100 pounds. Honestly, maybe it's 100 pounds. It's solid wood, and I'll show you in a second. Now, obviously, the shroud of the monitor's gone. That's all taken away, and it's all safe. I have that around. Really quick, the original artwork is here. I discovered that when I removed, there was like a layer of something else, and I unscrewed that, and I found that, which was awesome. Really quick here on the side, I painted this black because when I first got it, it was gray and it had a Street Fighter Alpha 2 big decal. And now you see kind of some bumps here. This is when I first got it, the decal was like hard, like almost like acrylic. So I went to scrape it off. When I went to scrape it, it pulled off some of the paint, and then I kept, I guess, chipping away, not realizing. So it's a stupid mistake on my part. But again, I'm going to get the side art and the art because a buddy of mine in Oregon, who's Arcade Biomech, he's actually, Chuck, he's actually making the artwork. So that's going to be coming. But anyway, so I painted it black. It was gray. Maybe what I'll do at the end of when I actually review the entire game, the cabinet, I'll show the original when I picked it up and what it looks like. So anyways, or maybe I'll do it on the pickup. So that's the control panel again. That comes over because normally this will extend to the back and then the cool artwork. So this is I've taken this off, so that just comes off like that, and I removed all the controls and all the wiring in preparation again when I took out the game. This unscrews from underneath. They have like these screws. They have a lot of them. That's pretty much the inside. And we'll take that off together. Now, the coin door looks pretty nice, right? Well, believe it or not, it's decent. I believe it or not, when I first actually got this, I did a mini restore before Top Tier existed. And it was decent. This is my first one. I know it's a little bumps and whatever, but it's actually better than my Street Fighter 3. And it's way before I even was in the hobby. Maybe no one was looking. Maybe I was extra careful. I don't know. Either way, it looks okay. Here's one of the hack jobs I've done. Now this is just unorganized wiring, and you can see I've kind of labeled it, and I'm going to try to use that same Molex and get this up and running. I have to put the connection to the bulb, so it's a little undone, but everything's there. So that's the inside of the door. Down, you know what? Considering this is a humongous cabinet, Atari over engineered this, man, because not only is it real like heavy like cedar wood or whatever type of wood it is, it's not particle. Maybe right there it's particle, but the main base isn't. And all it is an empty space here, and that's where the coin bucket goes. And you know, obviously there's the power supply, transformer thing or whatever, and then there's that. So, and then there's really nothing up top. Let's close that. 25-inch monitor. Again, the shroud's in the basement. There's a speaker grill that's right there with the marquee because it has oversized marquee, the deluxe cab. That's right, and then there's a grill that goes over the speakers. Of course, the marquee. Now, the reason it's taped is when I had the original marquee up in there, light was coming through. Now, these light bulbs were put in place before I got them, so it is what it is. Or you know what? No, it wasn't. No, actually, no, I'm wrong. There was an actual, no, I'm wrong. I did that because now I know those light bulbs are not the right ones, and you're already thinking, why the hell are you making light bulbs and not the, what's it called? Oh my God, what are these called? It's escaping me, the word. The fluorescent tube. You know, why wouldn't you put that? You know, I'm going to look at that later on, but again, right now, we're going to do that. So I didn't want the light to come through, so I put tape. Again, I can literally remove it. So coming to this, so that was the one side. It looks pretty good. When I moved it, I did scrape the bottom. I had no choice because if you remember, it was oriented underneath that lip, so under here. So I had to literally, my cousins and I, push it back and drag it, and it scraped. That's why look at this, Look at this. I mean, I love it. It's hot seeing it. Like, that's dope. But now I've moved them here, so I'm going to move it in this corner, so no more of that. Like, again, it's an easy work to do there. I just scraped it, and I just have to maybe glue a little piece, but who cares? Anyways, let's get to it. So that's the top grill. So you can get into the, the light and the fluorescent tube. Here's the back. Now, here's the back. I've already undone this so you guys can see it. Let me get my light. Now, I know the lighting's a little meh because it's a little later on. And as you can tell, my dad moved some stuff because they're now building a deck. And guess who has to help? Because my dad's like, but Steve, I let you put the games here. So he's blackmailing me, but I wouldn't expect anything different. So there's the monitor. A little tight in there, but it is what it is. So it does need a recapping, that's for sure. But again, as long as it works, I'm not ready for it yet because it's, again, not in its final resting place. I mean, I know I'd say that often, but you guys want to see up there? What else are you going to see? Okay, now this is a very interesting back door. So as you can tell, there's this big transformer thing or whatever, and then that converts the power, and then there's a switch. But this back door is interesting because the way it goes on is like this. Right, like this, and then and it tucks under, there's the fan, there's the power. But you see this lip? Again, I don't know why Atari over-engineered it. They should have just put one big one. And then this is stuck, and then this is on the the fuse block and whatnot. So there's the power supply, which works. It's a pretty clean cab. There's no room for that much dust. You know what's interesting? I remember my wife looking at this, and there's like two big holes and it goes down. I've always wanted to actually go in there and see if there's anything that's kind of fallen. I mean, it's probably going to be dust, let's be honest, but I don't know, I have this mystery. I wonder if there's a way that I can get like one of those scope cameras and see it. But anyways, and then that's pretty much it. That's the cabinet. It's so small in here. It's pretty narrow compared to the actual the other cabinets, but it's just overall huge and tall and crescent shape. So that's the cabinet. What the game plan is going to be is I'll show you. I'm not going to record it because, again, it's not even that dirty. I'm literally just going to unscrew this. So right there, I'm going to unscrew this metal part right there. You see where the light is. And then you just see the dust under it and just wipe it down. I've already cleaned the outside and whatever. Now, I don't know. What do you guys think? Obviously, the monitor's dirty. You know, there's dirt there. you know, there is dirt there. And I'm wondering, you know, I'm going to be taking the monitor out anyways when I have to, you know, cap the monitor. And I think I'll just wait, because what I'm also thinking of doing, I don't know if this will show it. Oh, it does. There's burn-in. It's not the worst. I mean, if I really, like, it's very bright out. You can see a little, the lighting's terrible. You can see the Neo Geo, and it says insert coin. But it's not too evident. Like when I played Street Fighter or whatever, you can't really see it. But a little you can. So we'll see. I mean, if I have to replace the tube. So instead of me cleaning it, I'm just going to undo that. And, you know, I have, there's some rags. Maybe I'll get in there. You gonna see? Yeah. So there's just some rags and just like bolts and whatever I have down there. And that's pretty much the cabinet. So what I'll do is, you know what? Let me set you up. Let me set you up, and I want to show you. I want to just show you how big the control panel is in comparison, what it looks like with it off. And again, you know, that's what it looks like inside. So let me take the control panel. I'll just show you really quick what that looks like. All right, so this thing's humongous. Oh my God. I would say, honestly, 100 pounds. It's 100 fucking pounds. So as you can see, that's what it looks like without the control panel. Because I mean, again, it's not that wide. It's like any other game, pretty much, but it's the that control panel. Oh, that's what I was going to show you. That's what I was going to show you. Let me move you guys. I want to show you guys something funny. You know what? Let me take you. Let me go handheld. That's what I remember. My brother asking me. He's like, "Wow, it's bigger than I remember," because he's the one that helped me bring it. Let me give you a comparable. So here's an original Killer Instinct 2, which is the midway cab. It's exact same as Killer Instinct 1, exact same as Mortal Kombat, exact same as Mortal Kombat 2, da-da-da. I'm going to measure it. So I'm measuring this. I'm doing it one-handed here, sorry. Shoot. I want to show you the comparable. And you know what, if this helps you guys move things or you're curious. 28. It's 28 inches. Are you going to zoom or not? There it is. 28 inches. So that's 28 inch. The Neo Geo 6 slot. The Neo Geo 6 slot. Is 34. No, I know it's loose because I've measured it before. I just want to show you. 34 inch. So that's 28. 28 I said, right? 34. Look how big this damn control panel is. Let me just put you down for half a second, 1 sec. Just so I can show you. If you're ever curious, and the reason why I love this is for this reason. Again, if I stretched it out, it's 47 to 40. Again, it's only because it's not tight. It's 47 inches. 47 inches. It's almost double. Well, not almost double. Now, the cool thing is, and this is why I love this cabinet. When you play fighting games, or when you play any game, you are not even close to touching your opponent, which is awesome. So fighting games or whatever, you can literally pull up a chair and you're not touching. So this is why I love this machine. Definitely great for fighters and competitive, you know, if you're bashing the joysticks. So again, here's what it looks like inside. So that's the game plan. I'm going to be back. Oh, another thing that I was thinking really quick. You see all these wires? They're all intact. I'm going to zip tie them. I'm going to zip tie them, make them like nice and neat. And then in preparation, I'm going to clean. Again, I'm going to clean that. And then what we're going to be doing next is getting the Jamma harness and seeing if we can actually kick this back alive. And I really hope so, because it's the first time now I'm going the other way. But I've taken a lot of photos and what I learned last time and see if I can do it. All right, guys. So I'll see you and I'll give you a progress report once that's all tied up, the cabinet's clean, and I'll show you what it looks like. Again, it's already clean, but I'll show you what it looks like. We're back. I've just cleaned the cabinet and did some maintenance, so let's get right to it. Here's the coin door. I think I used a little too many twist ties. To be honest, I don't care. Like, it looks neat enough. It's organized. It's a little better than before. I've put back the original other Molex side, and I just stripped the wires and see if we can reuse that. I know it's a little close, but we'll see if we can do that. But that looks, it looks pretty neat. Whatever. So we'll leave that inside of the cab. So I did pretty good clean. Nothing too crazy. Let me get the light. Again, it was actually very excuse me, clean to begin with. I'll get him from the front. I took this metal piece off, cleaned it underneath, and just wiped that down. Wiped down under the power supply and the sides of the cab. Let's take you to the back. I did not do anything here yet, like I said, because I'm gonna have to have this capped, and I might even replace the tube later, but I don't know, who knows. We'll see. So I did not touch that, but here I did, clean this and clean inside there. Alright, so a little scuff there, maybe I'll wipe that down later. So that's pretty much inside of the cabinet. I've cleaned it, which is pretty much good enough. Oh, I did clean the speaker grill, but again, nothing was there. Like, nothing was really up there. Alright, so the next endeavor is this. Here is a brand new Jamma harness. What I did yesterday, after it started getting a little dark and late, I started to organize and put together the zip ties, and I've organized where pretty much everything is. I went back to the schematics and I find out where the the grounds are and the 12 volts and all that, so I should be prepared. Everything is nice and organized. I'm having a little hard time finding the +5 or -5, to be honest, which is the most important. So that's, I don't know why I can't find it, but either way, I've organized them. I've zip tied them to make it easier and a little neater. So I guess what I'll do is I'm going to go from the back. Yeah, I'm going to go from the back and just try to get this up and running, I guess. Just get my bearings and make sure I do that right. I'm going to use the Gal's Panic. There's the power supply. I'm going to use the Gal's Panic board so I don't blow the good one. If that blows, I don't care. So I'm going to use that and as kind of a test board. I mean, it's working enough. Like, it powers up. And there's some graphical issues, I think, but I don't care. As long as you get power, that means we're live. And then slowly I can carefully put in the Street Fighter 1 board. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to just tackle this. Another thing we have to do is the button's already there for the control panel. But I do have to put the controllers on. Now I do have, oh, it's not here. Where is it? Let me show you. And here I have a box, nice and neat. So there's all the hardware for the, I don't even know, oh, that's all just screws. That's all like the hardware, the internals for the controllers. That's the actual baseball tops. I brought the Jamma switchers, and then a whole bunch of, a lot of these, a couple of them are broken. But I just brought a few of them just to have and see which one works best. So I don't know if I'll really show installing it. Maybe I'll just kind of set it up, show you how I'm starting it, and then put it from there. But either way, we'll do it one step at a time. I still want to focus on doing this. I can always show you the aftermath of how I did it. Anyways, let's cut away. Let's start getting the control panel ready and the Jamma harness put in. All right, guys, status report. So I've done a few things. So far, so good. A little progress. So I've installed the PCB. Now this is the Gals Panic, the one that came in the AGS5. It's a nice test one. So that's there, and you know I found the -5. Everything so far so good. The only problem is two things. The Jamma wires are not long enough. Maybe because maybe they've done it for like a cabinet, like an HS5. Because normally, like the wires would be like here, and then they just go up and right there. But that's not the case with this one. They're at least a foot long, like lower. So I might have to extend the cables. Now here's one little thing. It's never easy, is it? So here's one thing. The harness that it comes with, where is it? Oh, let me go to the front. Yeah, you see this? So this is the video sync wire, whatever. And those pins do not go in. It doesn't fit. They're too small. Now, in all my parts that I dipped right there, I ended up finding, I'm pretty sure this was the one when I took it apart. And as you can tell, if you match up, you know, there, red, green on the right. It should be easy peasy. It fits. That's it. Fits nice and snug too. So that's the game plan. What I'm thinking of doing right there is I have to extend the wires. I do have wire, so I have to extend the wires and bring the video, you know, at least a few feet, and bring it up through here, because this is a very unique cab too. It's not like it's nice and easy to get with. I'm gonna have to get through that hole. I'm gonna have to bring it here, which is another few feet, and then have enough to put it in snug. So I think that's going to be the next step. Now, good news. Let me turn the game on, if you can hear. Wait a sec here. We do get neck glow right there. And also, the lights are on. So far so good. I'm encouraged to keep going. This is good news. I only have the speaker there, and that's this is not the speaker it came with. This came from like a stereo. But the problem is these connectors are too big for they're too big for the actual harness what it came with. But it's okay. That's easy. I can just stretch it out or whatever. But yeah, the lights are on, and you know one part is working, so we know the marquee lights work. Now I know those are incandescents. I get it. As long as that works, we'll be okay. So I'll be back and give you an update of what we have next. All right, so here we go. I've hooked up the player 1 start. Let me tip the Karens. Let's see this. What the fuck? Let's see this shitty job here. So here's what it looks like. I've just hacked into I'm just testing it to see if it's gonna work. So that's that. Yes, and I'm using a ladder just because I don't have my tripod here. Anyways, it works. Who cares? Okay, so there's that. I've tied in the player 1 just to see if it works. Now here's for all the marbles. I've tied in one speaker. Again, the connections are too big, so I'm just gonna touch them and see if it works. All I want to hear is, it's not on free play, I remember, because I left it off. So we're going to have to put a coin in, and let's see if the monitor works, because that was the big challenge. Whew, I've never done this, so this is still new to this. I know it looks like Frankenstein, so let's see if we can bring this monster. Now, sorry for the light, and it's getting a little later in the day, to be honest, because I had to help my neighbor build a fence because my dad wasn't home. So 7 hours. Anyways, I'm already pissed off. So let's fire this up. Hopefully nothing explodes. Please, 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 please. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Let me get in front. No, I don't think so. Oh, wait a minute. No. Yes. Oh my God. I'm gonna get excited. Oh my God, I'm excited. You see all that shit? Okay, now two things. Gal's Panic didn't work right. So for it to be all mismatched like that is normal. Now I know the glare is brutal, but I have picture. Oh my God, look, Kaneko, insert coin. Okay, so let's see if, wow, that's good. Now, this is a vertical game. I don't care. This is really good news, man. Yo, I'm excited. Like, I'm excited and not like how I'm really, really excited. And I know the screen's a little jumpy. I don't know if that's from the PCB. I don't know if it's from that. There's a lot of red happening here. I don't know if I have to turn the drive down. Who cares? I got picture. Now, let's see if I... Oh, wow. Yes. Yes. Let's see if I get sound. So, I've hooked that up. Let's not get electrocuted or whatever. So let's see if we can make contact with the coin. Did I hear something? Did I hear something? Come on, please work. Uh-oh.
Come on.
Yes!
Come on. Come on.
Did you get that on camera? Me going nuts? All right. That's amazing news. Yes, we got coins. Uh-oh. Did I put too many? I think the maximum is 9. Okay, so let's press start and let's see if we can hear some noises. Will this work? Oh. Yes, it started the game. It's all red and shit, but it doesn't matter. I hear something. I have to get these wires. I just threw them. Yes! Again, it looks like garbage. Am I supposed to be playing? This is really, really, really good news. So we have picture, it looks like shit. We have sound. That's great. And then alright guys, this is really good news. I'm going to go eat because I haven't ate anything. We're getting there. So one thing I'm going to do... Yes! Yes! One thing we're going to... Wow, I got excited. One thing I'm going to do for sure... Oh, I reset the game. Shoot, I think it's 2 wires touched. Oh well, who cares? This is really good news. It has life, it's alive, the Frankenstein is breathing. It's in stable condition. It's not perfect. The first thing I want to do, I assume then is... First thing I want to do is see if I can get the monitor a little more clean and why it's red and blue and looks all weird. That's one. Second, I should have checked the voltages. Well, I remember when it was working with Street Fighter 3 and that was good, so I didn't touch it. Probably a good idea to check the voltages just in case. I don't know why the red and blue are so evident. It's only dark like that because the light is brutal. I mean, it's literally the worst time to be doing this. I have lights upstairs, which is good. Right there, they're still alive. I have sound, it's alive. It's stable, it's breathing. I think we're going to do this. So, next is, now I might have to extend the wires, like I said before, because the speakers won't reach that far. I don't, again, because it's literally like 4 foot to go high. And it's not that long, the Jamma harness. So I might have to, which is a pain in the ass. I hate doing that. Because it looks so nice and neat. When I do it, I kind of hack it pretty well. But I think, guys, I'm very excited. Yes! It's a start. It's something. Once we mount the speakers, which are, again, they're not the greatest. Who cares? And we do that. That'll be done. Fix the monitor, hopefully, to look better. Or try Street Fighter 1. But I'm a little worried because that board's expensive and I don't know if it's sensitive, and I don't want it to screw up. And it's heavy too. It's a 3-stack. Yeah, I'm excited. Okay, I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna come back and let's see if we can just perfect this, and then from there we're gonna do, which should be pretty straightforward, which means another 4 hours. I'm gonna then like make the control panel, put everything back. Hopefully, let's get it working. And man, I'm so excited that I got something. I never knew. I didn't think I would do it. Again, why it's so red, I'm a little concerned. But anyways, who cares? All right, guys, I'm going to be back from eating. And I was just fiddling around with the wires. And then I had no picture. Then I got, it's over. I thought I blew the board. So I went down to my trusty Double Dragon, pulled out the quick PCB, the drawer, tried it, and it worked. So that's so far so good. I never blew it. I came back and I just reset the wires. Now, again, they're still temporary. They're still kind of twist tied. What I'm thinking of doing is reconnect, like actually properly connecting them. And I turned it on. And here's what I saw. Don't fuck up. Please. Please, 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 please. Let me get out of the way. I'm going to see what you guys see. Look at that. Again, see the greens? You see the pinks? There's no red. It's sharp. Done. The monitor's great. Here's crazy. The monitor's great. PCB's great. Everything looks working. Look, the yellows are yellows and greens are greens. It's good. Not only that, other than it's a little glitchy in some parts, but I think the game's fixed. Like, I did clean it. But look at it. Look how beautiful it looks now. Let's coin up.
Come on.
That's the best sound, man.
Come on.
Too bad the game sucks. Well, kinda. Anyway, so let me press start. And look at that. I think the game now works. Honestly, I think it just needed proper I did check the voltages.
Enjoy push control.
Oh yeah. I did check the voltages. It's getting perfect voltage. And again, I can't play. The sound is great. The sound is great. The picture is beautiful. Mind you, I didn't touch it from when I got it. The colors are awesome. Yes, there's a little burn-in, whatever. Does it need a cap kit? Probably. But man, this is great news. So all I have to know now is get the same connectors, reset them properly, make sure they're bulletproof, make sure I have enough slack because I'm going to have to be moving over some of the PCB and some of the wires. Wow, this is loud. And then once I think I turned it up, and then once we do that, we're good. So this is awesome news, because this is like 50% of the problem. So that's done. Now all I really have to do is hook up both speakers after that. I have to both speakers, and I have to do the coin lights and the coin door. And other than that, I think we're done. And I can't believe I'm saying that. Alright, so I don't want to get too excited because I'm going to jinx everything. So I'm going to be back with you. This thing's whack, yeah? Why? Why does it reset? Why does the game reset like that? Huh. That's weird. You guys saw that too, right? Is that what happens when you lose the game? Huh. Do I still have my credits? I do. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, it kind of resets it. That can't be right. Is it?
Could you devour every square inch of my body?
I actually want to play this now. Anyways, okay, guys, I'm going to be back with you. I'll give you another status report. I think what I want to do is bulletproof this monitor first. Then should be easy to do the speakers, coin door, and we're done. And then we're going to try Street Fighter 1. And if that's the case, we're going to put Street Fighter back together again, put it in its corner, and we're good for now. Wow! And then we'll start to review it, because you can't wait until I have my review on this game. Anyways, status report, I'll talk to you soon.